Netflix's The Last Kingdom is history in more ways than one. After 5 epic seasons, the fan-favorite show is no more. Uhtred's reign over our screens has ended, but what's next in the lives of the cast we love so much? We've done some digging, so sheath your swords and grab a mug of ale as we find out what's next for the cast of The Last Kingdom. Is directing in the books for Uhtred the Bold? Let's begin today's video with Alexander Dreymon, the German-born actor whose complex portrayal of Uhtred the Bold has catapulted him into stardom since the first season of The Last Kingdom became available to binge on Netflix. Including performing his own stunts and speaking 3 languages, Dreymon has also shown that he can handle both being in front and behind the camera. During an interview, the actor disclosed that Carnival, the production company behind The Last Kingdom, placed their trust in his ability to direct the 2nd episode for the 5th and final season. Talk about perseverance, because that's certainly an exhausting thing to do and still keep performance levels high during filming. But just like Ben Affleck, who became more versatile as an actor when he started directing and acting in his own films, Dreymon too has felt a similar change. Alexander Dreymon adores directing. Dreymon said that he felt thrown into the deep end when it came to directing a show with such a large production and its various moving parts. He shed light on what it's like to both act and direct an episode of the show, saying that he spent as much time in front of the camera as he did behind it. Dreymon talked about gaining a new understanding of what it's like sitting in a director's seat and seeing the world of the show through a director's eyes, while carrying the full weight of the responsibility of making an episode great. But apparently Dreymon was really drawn to it. It gave me even more honor and respect for that part of our world. It made me want to help the directors that I'm working with even more than before, the actor said. We'd love nothing more than to see Dreymon sit on the director's chair and channel his love for acting into filmmaking. With 7 Kings Must Die currently filming in Hungary, we hope that Dreymon takes up the mantle of directing again, or at least directs parts of the movie, to show us his vision of what The Last Kingdom should look like. Next epic for Ewan Mitchell. Fans of Game of Thrones already know that a prequel to the HBO hit is already in production. Most of the main characters have been cast in the show, called House of Dragons. HBO has officially declared who's playing who in the hyped prequel, and as is tradition of highly anticipated shows, set pictures often leak, and fans have caught glimpses of more cast members in action. Another addition to the House of the Dragon cast came to light recently. The Last Kingdom star Ewan Mitchell is the latest addition to the Game of Thrones prequel. According to Los Siete Reinos, Mitchell was seen filming in Caceres, on set of House of the Dragon. A picture of Mitchell shows him wearing bracers, indicating he'll be involved in some kind of a battle scene. We still don't have any information about the character he will be portraying on screen, or how long he'll remain on the show. But one thing's for sure, we can't wait to see him back. Eliza Butterworth sees a bright future. Fans have adored watching Eliza Butterworth spread her wings as formidable and calculating Queen Alswyth. The character of Alswyth started as a relatively minor role, but Butterworth developed the Queen into a key player, standing toe-to-toe with the smartest characters in the show. Butterworth turned a minor role into a character of depth. Reflecting on her career so far, she said that it's been amazing being on the show for as long and as involved as she's been. What surprised us, though, was that Butterworth never expected to appear on television shows, let alone 5 seasons of a hit Netflix show. And as with any show that runs as long as The Last Kingdom, the actress stated that it's heartbreaking to say goodbye to a show as grand and as far-reaching as The Last Kingdom. But her journey as an actress has only begun, we think. Butterworth is looking forward to some exciting projects in the future, and she's already bagged a role in Nick Love's A Town Called Malice, in which we'll see her join a family of 1980s South London gangsters. She stated that she would love to do a Shakespearean play or a classic production in the future, and also work in America due to her American heritage. To continue my career in this trajectory would make me the luckiest person alive, said the actress. We haven't gotten enough of the gregarious actress as Queen Alswyth, so we're excited to see more of her in A Town Called Malice, and much more after that too. Mark Rowley is going places. Having played as Uhtred's most loyal and arguably his best friend, Finan, Mark Rowley completed filming season 5 of The Last Kingdom in high spirits, and it seems like he's moving towards bigger and more varied projects. The Scottish actor is currently in the process of recording the English version dialogue for a major character in the upcoming video game, The Diofield Chronicle, which is set in a similar world to The Last Kingdom, with role-playing elements involved. And that's not the only project keeping Rowley busy. It looks like the actor is diving into a medieval fantasy world, and it's a world unlike any other. Rowley will star in the upcoming spin-off prequel of The Witcher, called The Witcher: Blood Origin. In the show, Rowley will play a prince named Alvatyr. While we haven't heard much about the character or his origins, it's safe to say that the prince is a member of one of several royal families that will feature in the prequel. With Henry Cavill already making us swoon with his hard-as-a-brick portrayal of Geralt from Rivia, we're excited to see Rowley be cast in Blood Origin, and can't wait to see what he brings to the table. We'll see the cast sooner than later. We like keeping the juiciest bits of news for the end. We've seen The Last Kingdom's cast bring the intense battles between Anglo-Saxons and Vikings to life for 8 brilliant years. There was no doubt in anyone's mind that the 5th season would be one to remember, and seeing how it all played out, let's just say we're hungry for answers. answers. With so much rich detail in every scene and historically inspired drama to keep you hooked, many thought it was too soon to end the show, and sadly, Season 5 was slated to be the end of The Last Kingdom's episodic structure. But with a new film already in principal photography in Hungary, the journey isn't over just yet. So, which of The Last Kingdom do we see returning? If there's one Last Kingdom cast member who's definitely returning, it's Alexander Draymond. Draymond is once again wielding his amber-hilt sword in the role of iconic warrior Uhtred of Bebbanburg. The actor is arguably the most prominent of members of the cast of The Last Kingdom, playing Uhtred of Bebbanburg from its very first episode all the way back in 2015. And the warrior, Uhtred, lived to fight another day after the roller coaster that was Season 5 of The Last Kingdom. In January 2022, The Last Kingdom's official Twitter account shared an intriguing video of Draymond on set. The caption revealed that they've already started filming Seven Kings Must Die. We certainly can't wait to see Uhtred back on screen, running straight at the enemy in battle. When it comes to other possible cast members returning, things are a little more challenging to figure out. This is where we put on our speculation hats. The entire cast of Seven Kings Must Die hasn't yet been confirmed by Netflix or the production company Carnival, although people think that this could be to avoid spoiling the fates of many regular characters by the end of Season 5 of The Last Kingdom. However, based on the many twists of Season 5, it seems likely that there could be several more major cast members returning for Seven Kings Must Die. Let's get the obvious out of the way. It's called Seven Kings Must Die, so it stands to reason that there will be more than a few monarchs making an appearance in the movie. And with King Constantine of Scotland introduced in the last season of The Last Kingdom and making it through to the end, it seems possible that his actor, Rod Hallett, could return once again. And so could Harry Gilby as Anglo-Saxon King Aethelstan, Timothy Ines as King Edward the Elder, and Ewan Horrocks as Edward's son, Alfweird. There are, of course, other major characters who survived until the end, and fans could also potentially see their return, including Finan, played by Mark Rowley, Alswyth, played by Eliza Butterworth, Stiora, played by Ruby Hartley, and Alfwin, played by Fia Sabin. Sadly, though, we won't know anything for certain until an official announcement is made whether they will indeed be back alongside Draymond in Seven Kings Must Die. But even if a few of these characters are back in the movie, it looks like the fans are in for some spectacular storytelling. And that's all the updates for now. With a cast as large and varied as The Last Kingdom, it was impossible to mention all of them here in detail. So tell us, who are your favorite cast members from the show, and what are they up to now? Comment below and let us know. And as always, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on any new content. We'll see you in the next video.